We all know how this is going to go, but there's a reason for me looking back at this game. It was one of the games I'd borrowed shortly after release, which seemed quite interesting at the time, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have owned this too. I know at the time I thought it was good, but is it? Let's have a little look. This is quite simple, thankfully. There's a nice intro on the title screen to show the torch being carried and a load of doves flying past. Part of me wanted to see them catch fire as they flew by, but that didn't happen. There's 3 modes of play, and they are training, mini Olympics and full Olympics. In training you get to try out and practice all the events. Trust me, this is your best starting point, and you'll soon see why. In some of the events it will show 2 power meters to give you an idea of when you need to press certain buttons. The mini Olympics is the full game, but you can choose which events you compete in. You can choose one event or all 7. In the main Olympics you compete in all 7 events, and you can choose between 3 difficulty modes: Club, National or Olympic. In running you need to press A and B repeatedly to make you run faster, and pressing the C at the finish line will make you lean forward for an advantage, which is pointless as you'll be wheezing like a whoopee cushion behind everyone else. And I'm not sure, but this guy looks like he's just seen one of the runner's balls hanging out. After many attempts at getting any position other than last, I swiftly gave up. The hammer throw seemed a little easier, but again I failed to throw it very far. It turns out you have to press a button to start swinging, then repeatedly press another to build up speed, then press another to start moving, and rapidly press a button to gain speed again, then press a button to throw it. It sounds complicated, but it's not actually that bad when you know what you're doing. Anyway, I still wasn't good enough to make the scoreboard, so fuck it. Diving is a huge pile of shit. This is the most awkward event of the game. You have to choose what trick you're going to execute, then attempt to pull it off. Now, if there was a trick that was called the corpse, then I'd get a perfect 10. However, there isn't, and I got the shittest score possible. You have to use direction to move the player, which is fine. Then you have to press down to get him to prepare for the bound. Then press up to launch. Whilst you're in the air for a split second, you're then expected to press a specific direction to perform one of the chosen moves. This didn't work and I fell flat on my face. Hurdles was interesting. Trying to time a jump was hard, especially when you're tapping fuck out of A and B to get the prick to run. Complete waste of time. Archery is actually okay. You press a button when the point gets near the centre, press left for the amount of power you need to use, aim for the centre and press fire. Apart from it looking like a pisshead is in control of the bow, it's the easiest to control and actually get a good score. Swimming controls the same way as running, and you can turn at the end using the C button. Just as frustrating as the running event. Pole vaulting, this is fucking ridiculous. Again, you run with A and B, then press down to place the pole in the groove, and quickly press up to vault. Out of many attempts, I only did it once, and even then I hit the crossbar. So is this game any good? No it's not, and I'm not interested in it's okay once you got the controls down. Fuck that, and fuck this game. I spent most of the time reading the manual for all the commands, and they still didn't work. I had it set to club difficulty and still got my ass kicked on every event. Fuck knows what it's like on Olympic difficulty. Maybe you have to avoid snipers and landmines. It's like trying to brush your teeth and wipe your ass at the same time. The graphics are good, I suppose, and the sound's okay. It would have been nice if they left the power bars from the training in the main events, and maybe on-screen prompts or brief instructions on what you need to do. It's no fun, and definitely not worth getting.